Good afternoon, everybody. No, it's not. It's still morning, I think. How you all doing? As you can see, just laying the first coat of gloss. And I've got to say, it's going on well. Going on really well, actually. Looking nice. So, if you've never done this job before, this that I'm doing at the moment, you lay painters call it cutting in. And what you do is just go around all the edges first and make sure you get right inside it all, in the corners, and then fill all the little bits in either side, and then fill the big bit in basically. But cutting in, just definitely make sure you don't miss any of it. And I'm going to say it again, and I've said it a lot: preparation, preparation, preparation type of thing. So this is the first coat of gloss, and it'll have once it's had a few days to go properly hard, it'll have a good flatting back and have a second coat just to give it that real depth of colour, you know. And the other thing I'm going to say, which I've said many, many times: quality paint. Quality brush, quality paint, for definite. This brush that I'm using is a Worcester brush. It's called a gold edged cutting in brush. And for this, it works brilliant on it. I know what's going to happen now if I don't say it. Someone will say, "Where do you get them from, Chris?" Screwfix. And the paint that I'm using is the same one. Well, not the same. I do use other paints, Craftmaster, things like that and whatever. Yeah. But this one, as regards to a really good hard wearing gloss, you can get that nice depth of colour on. This Berger. There you go, that stops the questions, doesn't it? Heading you all off at the pass there. I've got to say, it just goes on really well. It's a really thick, creamy paint, and as a result, it just sits on there really, really nicely. And if you've got a good quality brush and you just stripe it down there nicely, all the brush lines will come out of it, no problem at all, once it sort of settles down. And then if you've got any sort of problems with the paint after, when you come for the second coat, you can address that in the flatting, when you go to flat it all off. But I'm doing this now. Oh, somebody pointed out the other day that I hadn't put the, I just noticed there, put the springs into the globes of the globe hangers, and you're right, thanks. I don't spot everything, so if you see something, please tell me. Definitely. Sometimes when you're working away at the job and somebody's sort of stepped back from it or whatever, there's some very observant people out there, thank goodness. So that was really helpful. I can't remember who it was who said it, but there we go. I'm going to take the weekend off, so I get as much done as I possibly can today. And hopefully Nick will be back on Monday, so we can turn this around and get the front end from underneath it, and then get Nick sanding that down. That's if you're feeling well enough, matey. But as you can see, doesn't it go on well, that paint? Just covers really well. So I've got a couple of shout outs this morning. We'll go out here so you can see the valley. he gone now? What are you doing? What are you doing in there? Hey. Ralphie, come here. Come here, Ralph. One word from me and he does as he likes. Oh no, he has come. Hello, son. Hello. Hello, son. You can say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. You normally do. Get down. So, yeah, what a day. What a day. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's warm here. It's double figures. Was yesterday as well. It's scaring me. January. End of January, and it's like this. I'm not convinced. I think we've got it to come yet, but there you go. I got a couple of shout outs. So the first one is to a good friend of mine who's become a good friend of mine on Facebook, to tell you the truth. I've never met him in real life, bless him. Is Terry McDowan over in Ireland there. And he's a grand lad, Terry. He gets in touch with me regularly. He's always building something. He's just built a Bradford flat cart and painted it all up, and he did it from scratch, and he does his own wheels and everything. A real craftsman. Fantastic job of it. It's his birthday today. So Terry, happy birthday, my friend. I won't tell everybody how old you are. In your 80s, I think. No. In your 50s, isn't it, Terry? So I hope you have a fantastic day, matey, and I look forward to meeting you in real life one day as well, eh? Yeah, and you do some brilliant work, and thank you very much for sending me all the videos and everything that you do of your work you're doing. Happy birthday, my friend. Second one is to a guy called Robert Bond, who contacted me the other day, and he said, Chris, I've got a project, are you interested in it? So, I'm intrigued now, innit? So let's have a look. I phoned him up, I said, all right, Robert. Robert's down in Portsmouth, and sounded like a real gentleman. So I'm having a crack with him, and he said, I've got an old costermonger's barrow. For those of you who don't know what one of them is, it's a two-wheel barrow, and it's got legs on it, so when you sit it down it sits flat. And people used to trade out of these costermonger barrows all over, certainly down south more so than anything, the meat markets, all that sort of thing, wherever. And people would be selling flowers off them and fruit and veg, and you name it, it was sold off them. And I do believe even at one time London owned a load of them, and you had to rent them off them as well at one time. Anyway, he said to me, do you fancy restoring this for me? With every fibre of my body I want to restore this for him, right? I really, really do. But he sent me some pictures, and it's down to sort of metal work now and everything, and I just haven't got the time. I know I haven't got the time to do it for him and whatever. So I spoke to him, whatever, and he said, no problems, Chris, I'll get it rebuilt. Will you paint it? Yes, please. Yes, please. I would love to paint that for you, Robert, and whatever. And I can't wait. But I've got to tell you, it was one of those things that really sort of sparked me interest and touched me a bit as well, as regards to the story behind his barrow and all that sort of thing, whatever. So there we go. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great afternoon. It's a lovely day, so make the most of it, and definitely, I'm going to say it, be productive.